The aftermath of World War II saw the emergence of two superpowers, the United States and the Soviet Union, each vying for influence and dominance in a rapidly changing global landscape. The intricate dynamics of power and diplomacy in the post-war era were especially evident in Eastern Europe, where the Soviet Union sought to extend its influence. Contrary to the belief that Stalin's USSR aimed to dominate or forcibly socialize Eastern Europe, a closer examination of historical events reveals a more nuanced picture. At the end of World War II, the United States assumed a central role in shaping the political and economic future of Eastern Europe. Washington took charge of the armistice with Japan, sidelining both Russia and China in the arrangements. Additionally, the US made supplementary terms with Japanese generals, resulting in a delay in the acceptance of surrender by Chiang Kai-shek's troops in China. Furthermore, Washington exercised its influence in Bulgaria by dictating the composition of its cabinet, a move that raised eyebrows in Moscow. The nations of Eastern Europe, devastated by the war, looked to the United States for Reconstruction loans to help rebuild their economies. In exchange for American financial assistance, these nations were willing to make significant adjustments, including offering industrial concessions to foreign capital and postponing socialist initiatives. It's crucial to note that Moscow did not oppose these adjustments, as it had no desire to shoulder the economic burdens of Eastern Europe in addition to its own. In the immediate aftermath of the war, Moscow adopted a relatively lenient approach towards Eastern Europe. Contrary to the expectations that the Red Army would swiftly impose Soviet-style governance, the reality was very much different. For instance, when King Michael of Romania imprisoned communists, the Red Army did not intervene, considering Romania's internal matter. This approach was reflective of Stalin's willingness to make concessions in Eastern Europe to maintain wartime friendships with Western powers. The doctrine of socialism in one country had been a guiding principle for the USSR for 2 decades, leading it to prioritize its own development over revolutionary endeavors abroad. Stalin's foreign policy during and after World War II shifted towards peaceful coexistence with capitalist states. This was evident in the dissolution of the Communist International and his dream of stabilizing world peace through cooperation with Britain and the United States. While the United States had never fully embraced the anti-fascist nature of World War II, it actively sought to undermine the anti-fascist front in Western Europe, particularly by pressuring governments to exclude communists from power. In Eastern Europe, however, the situation was different, due to unique post-war circumstances. Land redistribution and nationalization of industries became necessary in nations where big landlords had collaborated with the Nazis, and industrial infrastructure had been left in ruins. Contrary to the belief that Stalin's USSR forcibly socialized or dominated Eastern Europe, the reality is very much different. Soviet dominance over Eastern Europe really only came into place after revisionists took power in the USSR. It's interesting to consider how liberals call quote-unquote Stalinists and Marxist-Leninists and anyone who upholds Lenin and Stalin and Mao as tankies, when the term tanky really comes from the actions taken by Khrushchev following Stalin's death. And I'm pretty sure if you ask any of these Stalinists what they think of Khrushchev, they won't really have much nice things to say. But anyway, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. Sorry I've been gone for so long, but you know, I'm back now. So, thank you.